Hi everyone, this is Sean from CODA. Today we're going to do an unboxing and review of a new product for cooking. This happens to be the Spiral Vegetable Slicer from Paderno. I believe this is the way to pronounce it, Paderno World Cuisine. So anyway, real quick, just here's a little look of the packaging that you can expect to receive. Okay. And what this does is it shreds, slices, this, that, and the other thing. But most importantly for us, what we're looking at it is as gastric. There are certain things that you shouldn't eat as a gastric patient. Things like pasta, heavy starches, sticky foods, breads, stuff like that. And we really miss spaghetti a lot. And we've tried the wheat germ spaghetti. We've tried spaghetti that falls apart, gluten-free. And it just it doesn't work. This device here will allow you to create out of vegetables noodles. Let's see if we can get a good look here as to what's going on. But it'll let you create a noodle type system using potatoes and zucchinis and things like that. Now we've tried the, I think it's called spaghetti squash. No, it's not going to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause this real quick. We're going to take it apart. We're going to talk about it. And then a little bit later, we are going to use it. Okie doke. Welcome back. So now that we have removed the unit from the box, which is exactly how you see it with one small exception, you have to, this is the blade, you have to assemble this by turning the handle in a, clockwise, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey type fashion. It goes on just like that. Twist it until it stops. Don't over tighten it. Now I'm not going to remove the blade cover right now, or actually the part that grips the vegetable right now. Then you have a couple of things that I want to point out here real quick. Really sturdy looking suction cups. So if you have granite countertops, you may have some problems with it because of course it's a porous surface. If you have plastic or something along those lines, you may have some problems like a plastic cutting board or whatever. If you happen to have I forget the name of the type of counter surfaces, but regardless, suction cups need a good strong firm solid non-porous surface in order to grip. So the suction cups will grip down there pretty well. Looks like it'll do a good job. You have this handle right here. Okay, this handle moves. Plant the vegetable on this, or attach the vegetable to this. Move this forward till it has a grip. Hold on to the handle right here, give you a little bit of better view, and then spin as you make the product. So something to note here, I haven't removed all the stickers and all that stuff just yet, but one thing to notice here is that all these things come apart. This is absolutely wonderful. Completely disassembles, breaks down for cleaning, and comes with some different types of blades. There's that type of blade right there, and we'll go into a little more detail later. And you have another type. It looks like it gives you a broader cut. The blade here is larger than the blade here. Let's see, you're actually looking here at the blade. Okay, all right. And notice that all of them have the point here that the vegetable that you're going to be using is actually going to attach to. And they store in this nifty little convenient compartment. And again, like I said, everything comes apart really easily for cleaning and just puts back together. And you're done. So, more in a little bit when we put this thing to use and make tonight's dinner. Thanks. All right, go.
spaghetti.
Alright, so one of the things that we've noticed is that it seems to work better with a wider type of vegetable, perhaps a zucchini. What is it that you're using right now?
Squash.
Just regular squash. And one thing I wanted to point out is due to the nature of the way that the device holds the vegetable in place, you get a core right here, and you can slice that up and cook that, I'm sure. Okay, so we're finished up here. We got us a nice pan of veggies. They're cut pretty nice. We'll show how they turn out a little bit. One other thing I want to point out, when this thing is fully pushed forward, when the slicer is fully pushed forward, it does not in fact actually hit the core, but it may be because of the vegetable. This is the core part right here where the vegetable actually is held by this part. And then you have the spikes here that are held. They don't strike that. However, when the vegetable is attached to it, it may cause it to bend. So be careful when you're using it that you don't get it all the way to the core or to the end right there. Okay, and it is sharp. Be careful of all this stuff. It could cut you. And as you can see, there we have, see if it's editing, there we have our noodles. Yummy! Cleanup of the spiral vegetable slicer is pretty straightforward. There are little tabs on the suction cups that make picking it up off whatever surface you have it attached to easy. Just need to rinse it off in the sink, and it is in fact dishwasher safe as long as you put it according to the instructions in the upper rack of the dishwasher. All the instructions that you need are within the box, but everything's pretty much a no-brainer. Right now preparation is underway. The noodles, if you will, are being lightly sauteed in a pan with olive oil, and after that it will be put into water just like regular spaghetti would. More later. Alright, just to sum it up, the spiral vegetable slicer did an outstanding job. I'd like to show you my clean plate. For the first time in years, I have enjoyed a spaghetti dinner, and I've got to tell you that even with squash being the vegetable of choice for the night, as a person who does not eat squash and has never liked or appreciated squash, I am floored at the quality that went into this product. More on that later. Pros and cons coming up. Stand by. Thank you very much. So that's pretty much it. Works as advertised. Couple of cons. Seems a little bit flimsy. Probably going to take a few times to get used to operating the unit. Outside of that, did the job exactly as we wanted it to. Now, initially, it may not have looked very appetizing. It turned out to be fantastic. There's tons of recipes out there for you, tons of options for you. So if you're the kind of person that's looking for an alternative to pasta in your diet and wants to turn to vegetables, this will make it happen. So out of a maybe 5 stars, I'll give it a good solid 4. The only reason it's going to lose a star would be simply because the unit feels flimsy. But for the price and the utility, I don't think you could beat it. If you can, feel free to hit me back up. Love to hear more about it. One thing I want to definitely emphasize before I close this is watch out for those plastic tines, the needles that are on the end of the part that attaches to the vegetable when you're cranking it so that you don't damage them. The other thing is watch your hands. Things are sharp. Thank you very much for tuning in. Check with us later and look for other reviews. Take care.